Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where today hopefully we're going to get some archaeology done. It has in the past been the case that I don't finish my archaeological discoveries until they're basically irrelevant, until we've finished the level like around them, but I'm hoping to focus a little bit more on this one because there's no reason that we can't benefit from the finished state of this thing for a little bit longer. I just need to focus. And traditionally, that's challenging for me. We all know, but I have high hopes for this one. So I think we're gonna have enough fish to satisfy this first step. I think we should be able to just make 15 bricks pretty easily, and we still have a lot of stone to gather. Yeah, there's multiple 2-star deposits down here and everything. However, I don't want to actually get this started until we have laid in all the stone for the monastery. I want to make sure we get our monastery up. So let's let that happen, and then we'll worry about it afterward. I guess all the housing too. Although these are other problems that we're facing with the housing down here. There's not really much we can do about that, right? We just like don't have nodes that provide. Yeah, we just don't have nodes that provide cloth materials. All right, well, we got a trader coming in soon. We certainly have a couple more glades we could pop around the home area. Maybe we can get lucky and find some reeds or some flax or something. This is about to be finished. And did we want to re-roll our thing here? Maybe. We have 26 amber. We can afford to do it. I don't think I'm saving this amber for anything. The thing is, we're really still in need of a service building that allows us to do education, right? And also like a fishing hut upgrade. And yeah, this is probably worth the reroll. Okay, I think I will in fact take the fishing hut upgrade, and that means we should probably go ahead and throw some people in that fishing hut and then actually build the road out there so that they can benefit from it. Okay. We have this event that we'll be finishing soon that's going to push us over the reputation threshold for the next blueprint. And yeah, Hasty Explorer, like probably we should be focusing on hacking into these glades pretty shortly, actually. Okay, Crown Chronicles and the Temple, both. So the Crown Chronicles is the one that gets resolved based on ruins. We have a ruined building right now, and there's no reason we couldn't find more. So that would be a point of resolve. That's not horrible. The Sacrament of the Flame reduces hostility based on like. I don't think we're in a good position on this run to be sacrificing a lot of materials at the hearth. We're having trouble maintaining our combustibles as it is, so I think I like the Crown Chronicles here a fair amount. Against like Brickyard and Distillery, we already have ale production. Yeah, let's take the Explorer's Lodge. And remember, we for each luxury or each service structure we complete, we immediately gain 2 global resolve. So just building these, even if we don't necessarily have an immediate use for them, is totally reasonable. Where's my woodcutter? Yeah, let's get you down here and probably start looking at clearing into these. How far apart can these be? 180 seconds. Okay, so they're pretty tight. I guess let's pull the thing down here and cut most of the way through to both of them. And then we can do the final bit sort of all at once. Okay. lots of important housing getting built. The herbalist camp has run out of stuff to do, which is a little bit of a shame. How are we on parts? Like, if I wanted to build another woodcutter's camp, do we have the bits for that? We don't. We don't have any parts. Okay. Well, never mind then. That's tricky. That's a tricky issue. I don't really know what to do about that. We probably don't need another person on this. I'll tell you what, this should definitely be a harpy though. I do think only one person is necessary, but somebody with alchemy here means occasionally 10 wood will turn into 2 purging fires, and that's something we definitely ought to be on top of. I think I'm going to go ahead and salvage this building. We're past the point where it's likely that we're going to get a... Yeah, we're past the point where it's likely that we're going to get an order that will ask for us to do this. And we could use the 10 bricks pretty much right away. So we'll just pull that down real quick while we're working. 5 extra ancient tablets is pretty cool. When is our next trader coming in? Okay, like soon. So first of all, booming economy will not be super hard to hit, and secondly, we might be able to buy some things that we really desperately need. Okay, so that should be just 1 tree to break through at this point. Wait until the other thing is as well, and then we'll do them both. What have we here? The tinctury and the alchemist's hut. We still don't have a way to produce scrolls. Okay, spiced ale is interesting. We don't usually... I don't think I've ever actually taken this before, but... +5 resolve for everyone who is under the effect of leisure is pretty strong, considering that's like, that's 80% of our population is on that need. Once again, we have a situation here where we can buy planks, we can buy fabric, but no bricks. I mean, I guess I do need to buy the fabric. It does feel like that whatever you need most of, they show up without, right? Algae can be made into fabric as well. That's important. I'm comfortable just putting all 4 of these on the table. And then, like, I probably... Like, what if we just bought... What if we just got 24 amber off of you? That would make the value 53. And we just purchase Ways of the Forest and Spiced Ale. I think they're both really good. Should we be purchasing other stuff? The coats would be wise. If we can get the coats too, that would be good. Okay, so can I make this work is the question. We can afford to sell 4 of these for probably no danger. We have 15 value worth of provision packs. Put all those on the table for sure. I don't want to sell the ale, obviously. But yeah, we can make the rest up in copper ore. I think I'm okay with that. That stuff is all definitely useful. Okay. Then we buy those improvements, and we complete booming economy for 12 tools and some villagers, and faster trader arrival is awesome. Okay. And having gotten new people, we immediately have provision packs again. I don't think I'm selling those coats. I think we're keeping those coats. But I'm probably turning off their use until right before the storm. Okay, so... I mean, with that stuff, the housing will get done real fast. We still gotta wait on the bricks. I guess we could burn 15 fabric since we got both fabric and materials for making fabric. We can run 6 fabric gains, so that's another 12 fabric plus the 15. Yeah, I think I'm gonna push through this excavate. Arbitrarily, these people are going to do it. try to get ourselves on the other side of that as quickly as possible. And then, like, do we want to start working this farm? Probably. So, in order to include all of the farm fields... Actually, I can't even include all the farm fields from over here. I guess I'm going to have to cover up at least one of them no matter how I set this up. So, let's set it up like that. And like this. Okay. I did put 2 humans on this thing, which doesn't have to be the case. We could put 2 humans up here. I mean, obviously, these 2 are not going to get a lot of farming done this year. But we can reallocate them if we need to. Okay, and we got enough tools there. No, we did not get enough tools to open this cache, right? It's 15? It is 15. Okay. Well, let's just keep it up, I suppose. All right, so the service building alone is going to be doing some work. Obviously, I would love to get it actually functional. And then, yeah, we should break these open, right? This is maybe a little scary because we're going to have to deal with the 2 events pretty quickly, and maybe... I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's dangerous. We'll see. We'll see. We gotta have a look at them. I'm a little worried about the timing as far as hitting Aura of Peace goes, I guess. I should have maybe tried to get these going earlier in the year. Whatever. We're doing it. Alright, so we do have... Gosh, I could use more people, honestly. 6 minutes into the next group. Well, we'll have some people freed up in a few minutes when the smokehouse is cleared. Okay, what do we got in this one? It is, first of all, a smithy, which is great news for our Crown Chronicles. Medium abandoned cache, dewberry bushes, reed field. Reed field is fantastic to see. Yeah, overall, just like a pretty good one. The large destroyed caravan can be looted for a lot of really valuable stuff. And if we time this out correctly, again, nailing this during drizzle and getting half a point for it means that, like, there's no reason to do send to the Citadel, especially with this costing 30 amber. So 2 people on it would be 627? Yeah, 627. So we want to wait a little bit before we start. Obviously, like, it's pretty scary to run bonus resolve reduction during the storm, but we might be able to manage it. We might be able to manage it with the bonuses and the coats and everything. I'm certainly going to try, in any case. Let's not sell the fish. Did y'all get the fish out here already? Yeah, okay. Everything's good here. So we could sell those fish, except for the fact that we're actually, like, really low on food. You know what? So that being the case, let's get this happening right away. This is actually going to be really tough. We're going to be very short on people here. Does the order that we're fulfilling give people? It doesn't. Well, let's go ahead and take that. Okay, what do we get here? A rain spirit totem, a provisioner, lots of ruins. Lots and lots of ruins is really nice. So these are pretty straightforward. We don't have the resources to burn this down, which is a shame. We could get there. If I uncapped the lumber, if I uncapped plank making, we can make our planks. This only decreases hostility by 50, so it's not such a big deal to skip that, I think. And the performance of the ritual is actually very challenging for us resource-wise. but just building a big pile of planks around the base of this thing and burning it the fuck down is absolutely doable. Let me prioritize this. Man, wood making 7 planks is so good. I guess limit this to 24. Don't like go nuts on it. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to try to get these both done during this storm, which is going to take a little bit of production. I guess I'm going to apply people to these right now. We're going to unequip from a couple of other things. I'm going to pull people back from the warehouse. We're going to probably want to do that swap again, just to make sure that, you know, things get to where they're going quickly enough. $627. So we do have to wait a second, though. We do have to wait a minute because we don't want to get in here too early. The storm's like 4 minutes, right? So we want to wait until we want to give this like another full minute, ideally. You know, I think we're probably gonna have to pull the people from the fishing hut. That's a lower priority right now. I want to get. Can we get another harpy from somewhere? This smokehouse doesn't need to be 3 harpies. Honestly, it can be 1 person right now. Like, the only thing is just get some stone in there. All right, so that will give us enough people to. That'll give us enough people to get the rest of this stuff going. And I think at this point we can probably. Yeah, at this point we can probably get people assigned here. Why are y'all on the provisioner? What did I do that for? I'm sure I meant to put you here. Alright, burn this shit down. Y'all loot this. We're gonna get back our planks pretty much immediately. Just gonna give that a couple more seconds there. Okay. And then we need to figure out some resolve stuff. So first of all, it'd be super helpful to get 3 people assigned to this. Secondly, we can unequip people from lumber making at this point, probably. I think by the time they both finish their 7s, that should be more than enough. Okay, the firefighting has begun. The looting is on. We're all doing the thing. Okay, so it looks to me like we probably have enough stuff to make it through the storm. Let's get the clothing checked again. We're not selling raincoats. That is a thing we are not doing. All right, so that being the case, I think it is probably okay to unassign these 3. That doesn't really help the harpies all that much. They're not they're not that excited. But, you know, while we're waiting, a couple of y'all can do that, I suppose. And then the road also can get built. There's still some resources being run back and forth, presumably. Okay, the harpy is pulling apart the housing there, or the building. So we're definitely going to want to get the other service building up like pretty soon. In fact, it's probably good to just go ahead and build it now. We don't have quite enough fabric to get there. Do we still have materials to make? Okay, yeah, we'll be okay on fabrics. All right. So 355. Yep, these are both timed to finish during the drizzle. And it looks like we are okay to just favor the harpies and ride through the storm at hostility 1. Which I think is pretty great news. This is also almost done, which is, you know, that'll free up some more hands for stuff. Okay, cool. And that's another whole point of reputation incoming. Do you want me to sell something else? I don't really want to sell that either, honestly. Like, now copper ore I'll part with. This stuff is worth 0.14 each, so like, this is an okay price. Okay, we don't even have to keep them favored for the moment, but I'm gonna not mess with it because, you know, we've had problems with them in the past where we unfavor somebody and all of a sudden everything breaks. Okay, as soon as y'all are done with that, I think we probably need to get a couple people in here. Oh, they're not actually done with the task. Well, unhuman from that task. The Stonecutter's camp is 1 human for some reason. That's weird. We should probably fix that. We need to get this stuff going. Okay. That should fix hunger problems for some time. And then we'll probably oh, you remain attached to it even after running back the excavate because it doesn't, the thing itself does not disappear. Okay, well, we're probably not going to meddle with this again for a little bit, so I guess let's assign that, and then we just have an extra pair of hands here for a minute. Okay, Crown Chronicles getting built is gonna improve some things immediately. We won't actually get the effect of the power on this until we put 3 people in it. Deliver 20 tools is always rough. Get to 22 humans is, I suppose, probably pretty doable. And these rewards are nice. Okay. Also, cornerstone-wise, frequent patrols would give us 10 points of hostility reduction. Silent looting is going to be way better, right? Because it's basically going to be the same events giving us reductions. But they give us a slightly better reduction. We have a little bit of a head start on the other one, I guess, but that's whatever. So yeah, this is almost certainly a rebuild because the smithy makes tools and it does so fairly efficiently. Do I want to maybe wait until we're done interacting with these? The one of them... No, they both have significant runbacks, so... Yeah, I guess at the moment we're not actually building anything. Let's just get that done. Oh, we have people. Yeah, we should bring in... We'll just bring in new people. Yeah, I'll do that. And then we can... Nobody is specialized for this building. We can do that. That's a point of Crown Chronicles immediately. And then we'll get... This will put us to 2, and this will put us to 3. What is this one, actually? A provisioner. We are probably just dismantling. Well, it does make barrels. So where are we on containers? Because we do need... Oh, I never built my lumber mill. That would probably have been a convenient, a pretty useful thing to do. We have the design for the tinkerer. So maybe we remove the smithy. Because the tinkerer is a little bit better in that it gives us access to pottery. I actually think that's probably true then. Sure, use clay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Go ahead and tear that thing down. I would rather have this thing. Right, we do have a press that we should build somewhere. Try to get on the other side of our production, our combustibles problem. And I guess we'll just keep them favored for a minute. May as well. Bonus workstation goods. That's actually a pretty good perk. And again, I think a thing we've never seen before. Bonus jerky for pie production is not a thing we're likely to take advantage of here. We don't really have a huge amount of trade value for you. Were we to get anything, it would just be like more coats or something. It would probably be more coats, right? Which we absolutely can purchase, and then again wait for the next storm. And then on top of that, we have lumber, we have bricks. We're not going to be able to get very many tools, so it does feel like getting tools is probably not worth it. Maybe we just buy some oil, a small amount of oil just to ease things, because we are again running really low on combustibles here. I think that's okay. Yeah, and we'll get the press up and things will be all right. At some point we need to get the makeshift post up and start building packs of materials. Actually, that press got built really fast. It would be best to free up beavers. Okay, so we're gonna need flour. We don't really need paste. We have dyes, but ideally we'd be using our dyes to make scrolls, right? You weren't selling scrolls, were you? No, okay. I guess we don't really need flour. The ale you can make it just from the raw grain. So this really is just about pressing things into oil. So the question is, how many people do you really need on something like that? I don't know, maybe two? Probably not even two, honestly. But we'll let them build up the supply of oil, and then we'll unassign one of them or something. Okay, so again, we got a little bit of tea. Did you have tea? No, she does not have tea. She has the ability, she has a tea production perk. Okay, we can't really do anything about that then. Tea would be a convenient way to do that. Okay, we already pulled all of the goods off of both of these. And we don't have the way to even produce like a little bit of tea. I probably didn't reset. Oh no, I did reset this. It's just, yeah, we made a lot of lumber really fast. Okay, well, we'll just put a tinker exactly in this little weird divot in the road. We could build ourselves another farm. I guess there's not really a strong reason not to. We're using the grain for like a huge number of things, right? So more grain, more vegetables, probably just more good broadly. We should get some more human housing up. Where are we at here? 8 beavers is fine. We need some more harpy housing. Okay, yeah, we're actually like totally kicking ass on this right now. Oh, we have nobody cutting wood. That's a problem. That makes sense of some of our other issues. Okay. I forgot to reassign woodcutters after the storm ended. Do I not have a spare beaver anywhere who's not doing beaver stuff? Yeah, you are not doing beaver stuff. We do have just an awful lot of forest that could be removed here. I think I will keep them just kind of like, honestly, parked right here, and yeah, there's a lot of good work to be done right next to the main warehouse. Okay, we can get some builds done. We We don't actually need anybody on that smithy right away. So I guess it does kind of behoove us to make a decision about the provisioner. We should probably, again, hold off on the coats. I mean, whatever. They're doing fine. Do I want to pick up this provisioner? I think the answer is no. I think we're just going to do a salvage here. And that is going to cost us even more hands. Well, they'll be done with that soon enough. We'll have more builders. Alright, get that done, because that's another point of permanent resolve. Permanent global resolve. Yeah, and we just, like, need people. But overall, I think things are going really well. Even with the favor, we are like deep in everybody's blue territory. People at this workshop are getting very bounced around. So we gotta make 6 more points of reputation. It seems very doable. The stonecutter's camp needs to be moved. I'm pretty sure I want to just gather stone more than I want to gather the sea marrow. Well, the sea marrow comes with stone. What does the stone come with? Food and copper ore. Yeah, I don't know. Right now we don't have a good way of making bars, right? But in theory, we'll need the copper ore to make the tools, eventually. Yeah, alright. We're also going to need to enable ale production at some point here. Probably don't spend all the grain on that, but it is a good idea to make a lot of porridge. Alright, so ale production, feel free to use whatever we have laying around. And again, we probably don't need to push too hard on this either. Just want to make sure we're not like burning all of our grain toward one of these things in any situation where we actually have a surplus. Which I guess is a sort of a distant and theoretical concern in any case. We do have a swamp wheat field here that we should probably take advantage of. We've gotten some parts. Yeah. All right. Let's make ourselves a forager's camp. I'm gonna pull this over here, and we're gonna chop through the trees to make that make sense. Okay, stop favoring you. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of managing our approval levels. I probably can't afford to sell the barrels right now. Storm's coming, so turn coat usage back on. And we are looking for here... well, I was going to say we're looking for, like, sources of the copper bar recipe. But also, because every service building we build just is +2 reputation, or +2 resolve no matter what, there is a certain sense in just picking up all of these and letting the resolve push us most of the way over, right? Like... That said, this is 3 stars for copper. It's like very efficient copper production, and we do need copper bar production. Yeah, all right. Gleeman's tails would have been pretty nice. And then it would be good to be able to produce scrolls. Oh, we have scroll production somewhere apparently. We don't have biscuits at a very good level right now. This is kind of like a weird overlap though. Alright, we don't have anywhere to put y'all. We are at very slightly... Honestly, I think there's a good chance that once they finish getting their housing and coats figured out, we won't even need to pull the hostility level down. Yeah, okay. We'll just let the woodcutters cut, because I think we need a lot of it. We also should go ahead and build our market, even though we don't particularly need it. I don't know where to put it, just somewhere. Somewhere is good. Again, that's just free stuff, basically. I guess that's maybe not... Yeah, maybe this is a better position for that. Probably get some humans, pulling extra wheat out of this just to soothe our production curves. And then we definitely want to start cracking... we definitely want to start cracking Citadel stuff, right? We can actually be done with this pretty soon, I think. Alright, what are we looking at as far as new people goes? Pulling in the group of folks that come with 5 parts is definitely compelling. And we have enough settlement housing to cover all of this. I'm going to do it. And then we're just going to have to figure out the harpy situation real fast here. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources in hand to build that house. So how am I going to push you over the top? I mean, more coats obviously would be helpful. This building getting completed would be pretty helpful, but it's also very reliant on the fabric. So there's not a lot we can do about that. We might have to, well, we can just rely on favor for now, because I do want to keep the woodcutters at work. I think we are probably going to sell these parts, but this is a worse price than we will get selling the parts plus the packs to a trader, so I'm not going to make that particular deal. And it's looking to me like the archaeology may end up just not being... It might be that the archaeology stuff is too slow to be relevant. It's really tough to make it... to make it through enough steps of that in time, right? You have so much other stuff going on. Okay, we do need another one of these. We do need another human house as well. Okay, what have you for us? First of all, a whole bunch of tools, whole bunch of fabric. Yeah. So I'm looking at our tasks remaining, right? We only need to gain 6 more bars. We have some blue reputation that we can rely on here. We're going to be getting some food bonuses going, ideally. I guess we don't really have that much to sell. I think we're probably not doing a second hearth this run, so I'm probably okay selling those. Tools are very expensive to buy. We do kind of need to buy all the fabric. I was really hoping you were going to have some tea. Without access to tea, this does get a little bit more complicated. But yeah, maybe we're just ignoring this. What's our cornerstone here? Hostility goes down when you use stuff in rain engines. I mean, like, that's kind of relevant, maybe. I'm honestly wondering if this is a decline. 50% bonus event loot. It's so hard to put a value on this. Because like we're working over a small enough number of events that like expected value is not a good way to evaluate that. Calming water is something, but I don't know like how quickly are we going to use 150 units of water, and this one doesn't say it scores retroactively, so I think I am actually going to decline and just buy ourselves a couple of extra tools, right? Like the 4 extra tools that picks up. And let's do it. Let's just purchase as much as we can tool-wise. I mean, we do need to get the fabric. We're like pretty desperate on fabric. But I guess we picked up, we gained access to reeds and stuff. We don't have a harvester's camp right now, so I have to build one, which is a little bit of an annoyance. But that can happen. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to buy the fabric. We're just buying tools. Let's put everything we want to... These are spoken for. But let's put everything we want to sell on the table here and see where we can get tool-wise. We could afford to sell the oil. We'll just make more, but like... Yeah, I mean, we may as well, I guess. Because we can't sell the grain directly. But we will make grain very efficiently. And then, like, there's a question as to whether the ore is more efficiently used to make bars and then tools. That's a lot of ore. Yeah, all right. So, like, what does this get us in terms of tools? This gets us 16. That's pretty grim. We can hold on to a couple of packs for doing trade. Yeah, it's not great, but every one of these that we move is going to help us buy more stuff later. So we got that one already. I guess this could be the next one. Okay. We do need more people. I will sell that for that. Newcomers in 9 minutes. What in the hell? It's just a lot. It's a lot of city to run, you know? Okay, so we're gathering cloth stuff now. Doing all of the farming and stuff that we need to do. Okay, once they run this back, those two will be available for focus. I should probably switch us back to a human firekeeper. Although I guess we don't actually have any free people right now. One of you could be a beaver so that we could have a human firekeeper, because we are still, we are still wrestling with that very high rate of impatience gain. Okay, and we're at the point where finishing these tasks is like starting to look like a pretty important way of getting things done. So let's build a makeshift post and get to work on that. And while we're at it, build another park. And another park. And Oh, there's already overgrown fencing in those tiles. Well, build some more fencing over here. Don't let anybody touch the weird fire. Right? Because that's the stuff that we need to push. Yeah. That'll push that over a little bit more. Protection obviously is valuable. Plus, we need to get past 12 comfort so that we can turn in aid for the human clan, which is going to help us get to human majority. I'm going to unfavor you now because you are stopping us from doing that human stuff. And we need 10 of these. Should be pretty easy to do. Sorry, we need 20 of these. Should be pretty easy to do. Alright, this is going to be helpful. We don't even need to put any people on it. We just need to build it. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, that woodcutter's camp needs to get moved again. Alright, feeling pretty productive here. So when we finish this, it's going to give us 3 more humans. So we need to pull another 4 humans from the newcomer pool. And I mean, we could certainly use more hands. Okay, all of our cloth stuff is getting resolved. I do wish we'd found more geysers. We definitely would be having an easier time with more geysers here. Okay. We can pull the woodcutters if we need to, but right now we're hanging in there. Did this get upgraded all the way? It did. Sadly, we cannot pull all the humans we need in one batch. Do we have... No, we do not have another thing that gives a group of humans, so that's a little unfortunate, but we need to, I think, take this now so that the timer is running on the next group of people as quickly as possible. And that is going to necessitate the builds of a couple more bits of housing here. A little more human. Beavers got to go to 14. Which side of this damn house is the door on? There we go. And harpies are good, actually. Okay. And with those people in place, we can start to produce copper. Oh man, we have... Right, I forgot you can make copper bars out of fish scales, because that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Which is a thing I feel like I say a lot, but it's true. It keeps being true. Alright, we have a little bit of that stuff going on. Alright. Okay, this should be beavers. This doesn't have to be. Because this is the actual... Oh, no, it's a comfort thing. Well, I mean, comfort still matters. Are either of these on stormwater? Yeah, both of them. We have... How do we have 50 pipes? Did I leave the... No, I did not leave pipes checked. We've just gotten pipes as a reward that many times? That's bananas. Okay, well, I mean, install the engines in both of them. Are we going to need an extra person helping with water generation if we're doing that? You can move down to here. Hey, did we ever wear through that gathering penalty? I guess we must have. I don't see the penalty anymore. I have no idea how long it took. That would have been a good thing to pay more attention to, honestly. But okay, now we're generating tools again, so we have at least 1 cache that we still need to crush. We are building packs for the pack thing. we can do this now, right? Ah, it does push us over a hostility level because it's just a lot of people. Okay, so we have to unassign one of these temporarily. And then even more human housing, if you can believe it, somehow. Did we not have enough? I guess we must not have had enough fire stuff made. Because we're still... I mean, we're gonna be fine. We're not gonna corrupt. But yeah, I guess we were not quite prepared. Okay, friendly relations is nothing. A lot of this stuff is nothing. Yeah, we're hitting decline. We're buying from you scrolls and half a point a rep for sure. And yeah, ale, right? And coats. And tools. We don't actually have that much more, like, in theory we're producing tools. We're also producing, you know, biscuits and stuff. A problem that we are definitely having is that we don't have enough. We don't have that many packs to open, or caches to open. So like if we go to 12 here and we sell y'all, and I guess at this point we could sell the copper ore because like this is what we're using the copper for. To do that we can push resolve really hard. Get 2 people on this thing. Turn pack of this stuff to that. I didn't remember to put the limit down on this thing, but you know, feel free to make them out of whatever too. Yeah, we're about to hit 8 for the Beaver Clan as well. Like we're done. We're good. We're good. Year 7. Could have been faster, I'm sure. I guess I should say that's a high priority because the other thing doesn't finish until we get more humans. Okay, that's a turn in, and we might not even finish that. Yeah, no, we didn't. All right, welcome to the Land of Greed. Apparently we have never finished a game near that modifier before. And we got trade routes and stuff, and of course, continuing to push our prestige upward means we're in really good shape here, and that is additional seal fragments as well, which is just like insurance. I'm feeling pretty good about our overall position then. I think it would be crazy not to take Obsidian Box here. Okay, back to the city. So we get to cash in our deeds. I think this is going to put us over the level. Unlocking cornerstone system that throws two carts on your main warehouse. That's pretty cool. A couple of other interesting cornerstones. I'm sure we'll see them when we see them. Only a few levels left to gain, and then what is the next thing in this thing? This is the farm range increase that we have been boogieing toward so far. There is no other gain on this line. Well, I am definitely going to take this. Plus a 1% boost to the global chance of producing double yields. Hell yeah. I do wish that like these stats that you're progressively improving over time, they're not clearly represented anywhere, I don't think, but it would be nice to see like what have you built this number up to, right? Like maybe on the screen before each settlement or something. So what have we revealed? We've revealed an event up here, the Forsaken Town, which we could do, it's a little out of the way, but I guess actually we're probably cool on travel time, right? Like, if we think we need to do, I need to get what, 30 more fragments? Yeah, so we need to do 5 more settlements. Like, we definitely, one, two, three. Yeah, so we don't have to go directly there. So we could go hit that Forsaken Town. Is the 25 algae is some badly handled events, a partially built town, some pre-selected blueprints. That's interesting. Is the 25 algae starting stuff for all of the settlements for the rest of the run? The rest of the run out to the seal? Because that would probably be worth it. A little bit of extra fabric production. But like overall, I think we're in a really good spot here. So, you know, we'll worry about all these other problems next time. That feels like next time stuff. For right now, let's just luxuriate in our victory and maybe realize that at the rate that you need to be moving to keep things going at this difficulty, maybe it's just not worth doing those archaeology events. Maybe we should just pull them down and take the stuff home at the first tier. Yeah, lessons for the future. So that's going to be it for us for today. When you come back next time, we are perhaps trying to salvage a forsaken town out in the deep wilderness. And we'll see you then.